Okay, it's recently come out that the EU, the European Union, is effectively banning the sale of petrol and diesel cars from the year 2035. Now, that's an entire decade away. And it's a big deal, I guess. From 2035, the cars that you can, at this point, can only buy will be EVs or cars that use other fuel supplies. And this is interesting because in order to do that by 2035, the technology of EVs have to be really advanced. Now, 10 years is a lot of time, and it is all possible, but still, there are a lot of issues with EVs right now. The basics are the range, the charging speeds, and the battery cost and replacement and recycling issues. As of now, I don't know anything about whether any of these issues has actually been resolved or can be resolved quickly. Now, BYD is saying that they can charge their car really quickly. There's a new charging tech, so maybe they can fix the charging issue by then. But the battery tech to get more range out of it and the recycling process, that also needs to be sorted out by then. And it's one thing if EVs were, if the sale of EVs had to be higher, maybe 50% or something. That would have been one rule, but I guess that's not really a practical option because you can't force people to buy cars. I mean, if they prefer the petrol cars, they're going to buy the petrol cars. So I guess the only way the EU could do this was by banning the sale of petrol and diesel cars, so that they wouldn't have any choice. The consumers would only be able to buy EVs. Now, I don't know what they're planning on doing about the cars that are going to be existing before that, the petrol and diesel cars. I mean, what about the cars that are coming out in 2034? Or even the cars that are existing now? What's the time limit on them? I mean, I'm guessing that if the technology isn't as advanced as it would be by 2035, the EV technology, there's going to be a lot of, unless there's a rule saying that these cars, the petrol and diesel cars, cannot stay on the road for longer than this period of time, that there's going to be a huge sale of petrol and diesel cars in the few years leading up to 2035. It's going to be huge. Now, if the technology improves, fine, but as of now, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is interesting, and I'm curious to see whether or not other countries will follow. I mean, a lot of countries have a lot of issues, and not all of them will be able to do something like this. So, will this become a global trend pretty soon? I mean, will we see other countries coming out in the future saying that they are also going to ban their cars by 2035? It seems a bit of a stretch at the point because the way the technology is, and we're not getting enough innovation that quickly enough for that to happen. I mean, in order for there to be cars that are really great by 2035, the technology has to come out beforehand, and then they have to spend years testing it. So it's not like they can come up with new tech by 2034 and it's all fixed. Even if they come out with 2034, they're going to spend a few years testing it, and that's going to take some time. We need to make sure the cars work effectively and there are no issues at all. So yeah, I'm not sure how well that will go and whether or not this is actually a practical option at the point. 10 years, maybe with the advancements in AI, maybe some AI figures out a new way to fix all these problems. But at the moment, I'm not sure how it will go. But yeah, this is some interesting news, and let's wait and see whether other countries take the similar step, or what their response to this might actually be, or whether they're they can actually do it or not. Let's wait and see. This is very interesting.